Meeting is called to order. Good afternoon. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk Norris, would you call the roll?
Mayor McClellan. Mayor Pro Tem Burns. Councilmember Speech.
Here.
Councilmember Radner.
Here.
Councilmember Rich.
Here.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is the approval of the agenda. Can I get a motion?
So moved. Support.
Please. Roll call vote? Oh, voice vote? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved. Agenda approved. Next on the agenda is the consent agenda. The following routine items are presented for City Council approval without discussion as a single agenda item. Should any council member wish to discuss or disapprove any item, it must be dropped from the blanket motion of approval and considered as a separate item. Regular council meeting minutes of December 5th, 2016. Planning Commission meeting minutes of September 12th, 2016. Public Safety Activity Summary Report for October 2016. Licenses, new and renewals as submitted for December 19th, 2016. May I get a motion?
So moved. Second.
Are there any discussions? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Are there any elected officials in the audience? Okay. We don't have any special recognitions today, and so I'm going to move to the agenda item number 11, which are our accounting reports. Approval for payment invoices submitted by Garen Lukow Miller, PC, for legal services in the total amount of $16,270.39. Can I get a motion?
So moved. Support.
Can I get a, does this have to be individual?
Roll call.
Roll call vote?
Councilmember Radner.
Yes.
Councilmember Rich.
Yes.
Councilmember Speech.
Yes. Next, approval for payment of invoice submitted by Howard L. Schiffman, PC, for legal services retainer for January 1st, 2017 through March 31st, 2017, in the total amount of $15,000. Can I get a motion?
So moved. Support.
Can I get a roll call vote?
Councilmember Rich.
Yes.
Councilmember Speech.
Yes.
Councilmember Radner.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. Okay, next on the agenda, City Manager.
Actually, Councilmember Speech, I think we're on City Attorney, and we have some
sorry.
guests from our legal.
City Attorney, I'm sorry. Attorney Duff.
This evening, I'd just like to have Ms. Karen Ford from our office come up and give a brief summary. There's been a class action notice issued on the Kish versus City of Oak Park class action litigation, and thought it would be important to give a brief summary of the status of that case, please. Ms. Ford.
Duff mentioned, my name is Karen Ford. I'm an attorney at Garen Lukow Miller. I have been working with John Galuli on this Kish matter, and I'm here today just to give a brief update. On November 23rd, 2016, the Judge Bowman of the Oakland County Circuit Court issued an order approving notice to be sent out to all known class members. As this council is aware, the class members consist of all individuals or entities that have paid for the city's water and sewer systems at any time after October 22nd, 2009. It's our understanding those notices have been sent out as well as a notice has been published in the Detroit Free Press and the Oakland Press. The notices require anyone that has received them, if they would wish to opt out, to do so by December 31st, 2016. Any inquiries should be directed to the plaintiff's attorney's office, which is Kickman and Hanley, PLLC. Again, I want to put on the record that the city is defending this lawsuit. It maintains that it is not liable for any of the allegations in this lawsuit. It has filed a motion for summary disposition, which is set for hearing on January 11th, 2017, before Judge Bowman of the Oakland County Circuit Court. Plaintiff's response to our motion is due actually this week on Wednesday, December 21st. So that is where things stand right now with the litigation. I'd be happy to answer any questions or anything else.
Any questions from the council? Thank you, Ms. Ford.
Yes.
Thank you. That concludes our report for this evening.
Okay, City Manager.
Thank you, Councilmember Speech, members of council. I just have one item tonight, and that is 15A, City Hall holiday hours. If you could please on the screen, I wanted to make sure that everybody in the public understands our holiday hours. We are closed December 22nd, 23rd, and 26th, as well as December 30th for New Year's, and then we're also closed on January 2nd. City Hall will not be open during those times. Of course, public safety never closes, right, guys? So don't hesitate if you have an emergency, obviously, to contact public safety. But those are City Hall hours, and if you have any questions, please feel free. We'll be here until Wednesday of this week. Thank you very much. And that concludes the City Manager report for this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, City Manager. Now's the time for the call to the audience. Each speaker's remarks are a matter of public record. The speaker alone is responsible for his or her comments, and the City of Oak Park does not, by permitting such remarks, support, endorse, or accept the content thereof as being true or accurate. Any person while being heard at City Council meetings may be called to order by the chair or the council member for a failure to be germane to the business or vulgarity or anything. We also ask that you limit your comments to 3 minutes. When you come to the podium, please state your name and your address. Are there any comments from the audience? Please come to the podium, state your name and your address.
There we go. My name is Ben T. Schechter. I'm involved with the Hatzalah program, which you've all heard of. And I just want to give a little update, I guess, as a call to the audience as well. We had 29 members in our course, and we all successfully passed. So that's great news. Just for those who are not aware of it, it's a system we've been working with City Manager, amongst many of you, and Chief Cooper. And it's just augmenting the 911 system, helping us bridge that little gap. We're not doing transport, we're doing, just helping out the patients the first couple minutes. So just want to thank everyone, take this opportunity to thank everyone, and hopefully we'll move on to the next step and keep it going forward. Thank you.
Thank you. We're certainly glad you're here. Anyone else? Okay. Call to the audience. I'm sorry, call to the council. Councilmember Radner.
Thank you all for coming out and have a wonderful evening.
Councilmember Rich.
Everybody have a good night.
Yes, thank you all for braving the weather, and please be safe on the road. Good night. This meeting is adjourned.